came to bottoms up, it wasn't your first time dancing.
No, I don't dance.
You danced before at a smaller club
Right.
for several years.
Yep.
So when you came to bottoms up, you had some of the tools that you needed to be a dancer.
Tools like taking my clothes off, yeah, I had that tool. I knew how to take my clothes off. I had that tool.
So you had to be a dancer.
Pretty simple. You take your clothes off and you gyrate in front of the customer.
Well, you had to audition for bottoms up.
Yep, take my clothes off and dance for one of their.
And based on that performance, they judged whether or not they would hire you.
Yeah, they could look at your body and, see whether it met their standards.
And they did hire you.
Yes. And they didn't pay me.
And so, because you had skills that you had learned before, you were more comfortable dancing at bottoms up when you got there.
I wouldn't say it was skills at all.
But you were more comfortable.
Yeah, because I'd gotten naked, in dance before.
Being comfortable made you better at your job.
I don't know, believe it or not, I was more comfortable.
So is it your testimony that you didn't know if you were comfortable?
No, I was comfortable. I don't know if it made me
Okay.
better at my job.
Thank you. And your job was to be a dancer.
I think that's pretty much understood, yes.
So as a dancer or entertainer, having a good personality to connect with customers is an important skill.
Yes. Would agree with that.
And that personality is something that can help you make money as a dancer.
Yes.
So, Randy, at least to an extent, no matter where you are, what club you're at, whether the customer's gonna pay you depends on your skills and abilities to an extent.
No, not necessarily. It could depend on how drunk they are.
So it's your testimony today that, to an extent, at any club you're at, whether the customer's gonna pay you, it doesn't depend on your skills and abilities.
No, I didn't say that. I said that, ask your question to me again.
So, Randy, no matter what club you're at, big or small, whether the customer's going to pay you depends on your skills and abilities as a dancer.
No, I don't agree with that.
So that's your testimony that it doesn't depend on your skills and abilities as a dancer.
Yes, I don't agree with that.
All right. Well, you gave a deposition at the state, didn't you? And your attorney was present,
Yeah,
and I was there too.
your partner was there.
And there was a court reporter recording everything, and you swore to tell the truth, the whole truth at that deposition, didn't you? Just as you did today.
Yes.
Right. Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Yes.
I'm handing you a copy of your deposition for court counsel.
What page and line is
Yeah.
counsel referring to?
Please refer to page 7. This is lines 10 through 12. Mr. Rogers, could you please read along silently as I read aloud? So no matter, Mr. Rogers, could I please?
Oh, you only have one copy, okay.
Okay. So no matter where you are or what club you're at, this is the question. So no matter where you are or what club you're at, whether the customer is going to pay you depends on your skills and abilities, right? Answer, to some extent. Did I read that correctly?
Yeah, but that's not the question you asked me before. You said that, I got paid depending on my skills and abilities, and what I said right here is to some extent. extent, and that's what I was trying to explain to you before you cut me off. To some extent, I mean, sometimes the customers could be drunk, sometimes the customers, and they pay me a lot of money. Sometimes the customers could be like stone cold sober, but they don't have a lot of cash left, and that's what we depend on. If you can depend solely on my skills and abilities, to some extent. And that was the question you asked me, and that's what I was trying to answer you.
Let me rephrase my question. To some extent, it depends on your skills and abilities.
Yes, and I was trying to explain to the extent it did and did.
Thank you. All right, Randy, I just want to talk to you a little bit about your schedule and Bob.
You just gotta hope that I will be the hardest witness you will get in competition. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm being really hard.
No, I know.
I'm being really hard.
Can I ask you afterwards about that question?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I want to talk to you for a bit about your schedule and just that whole process. So, you did have a schedule, Bob, so.
Yes.
And you said today that you filled out the schedule and submitted it properly.
Yes.
So, it was your testimony today that you had to work at least 3 days a week.
So you need to work at least 3 days a week.
And one of those minimum 3 days had to be a Saturday or Monday.
And to be, maybe work Saturday or Monday.
But you filled out the days you wanted to work on your schedule.
As long as it was a Saturday or a Monday. I couldn't pick just any day. I had to pick a Saturday, had to be at least one Saturday or one Monday.
But you physically circled the days that you wanted to work on your schedule.
Yes.
Let's talk about the hours that you work. So, on one hand, you could come in between 5 and 7, and then you work till 2 a.m.
Yes.
And alternatively, you could come in between 8 and 9 and work till 4 a.m.
Yes.
So, let's say you wanted to take some time off. If you wanted a week off, you would take a leave of absence.
I got nothing for it. That's zero.
And there were times you took more than a week. You sometimes kept record of the days or nights that you came in to perform. And you would only keep track of a month or two before you would kind of procrastinate and stop doing that. You entered in total a handful of months out of the years that you worked at Bob and John.
What, entered?
You recorded in your
Yes.
All right, let's talk about how it was working at night, like any night at Bottoms Up. You're in the club and you're doing your thing. So you could pick your own music for the DJ to play as long as it was appropriate with the crowd.
Yeah, I mean, I have, there's been no limits that the club put on me. Yeah, I can pick my music.
But there were times when you could pick it.
Yeah. If it was appropriate for the crowd.
Now, the
I
answer is
couldn't just anything I wanted.
all right. So the dancers had to conduct themselves. The dancers at Bottoms Up by being polite, with good taste.
But being polite with good taste. And what was your question?
The dancers had to conduct themselves by being polite, by having good taste.
Yes, we were required to have good taste. We had to be polite. Well, I know some customers, they wanted it a little rougher, but, I couldn't do it because Bottoms Up made it be tasteful and polite.
We'll get to more about what they made you do. But you mentioned during the rec that you were told to spit out your gum. But there was a time when you knew that this was a rule or a guideline, but you still chewed gum.
Yeah, I knew it was against the rules. I knew it was against what they required.
But you still chewed it.
Yeah, I could have been busted for it.
Well, I want to talk to you a little bit about what you wore at the club. You had an orientation period. You talked about it direct. And that orientation, you were given some documents, that talk about the outfits.
Yes.
Your Honor,
Objection outside the scope of presentation.
Yeah, why are the direct, direct, under the federal rules?
One.
I'm asking you, counsel. Is direct, is cross, limited, to the scope of direct?
Yes, Your Honor.
What rule?
Motive to confer with my co-counsel to work up the rule.
Okay, overruled, you can consult on your own time, even if it is, I think it's within the scope. And you gotta be able to respond,
Yeah.
it's on the scope. Too busy, caught up on the papers that you phone with you there to think about it.
yeah. Your Honor, at this time, let the record reflect, I'm joined in opposing counsel as been previously marked as Exhibit 6.
Your Honor, exhibit 6 is a bit marked up, it's highlighted, it's in areas.
Okay, presume that you're gonna give me a clean copy.
Alright. Would Your Honor like a copy?
Nope.
May I approach the witness?
Yes. All right.
Mr. Rogers, do you recognize this document? You don't recognize this document?
I think that's what I just said.
I'm sorry, can I break in here real quick and ask what I'm supposed to do here?
Mr. Rogers,
That's
that's your signature, that's your, there's no signature on this, right?
There's a signature on it.
Okay, Mr. Rogers, I'm gonna show you a document marked as Exhibit 6. That's the high-class entertainment, agreement and orientation document, isn't it? That's your signature, isn't it?
Okay.
And then you start, so I can't get, what was the question you actually asked me?
Well,
Do you recognize this document?
Yeah.
First of all, it's a non-leading question. And I purposely gave you an answer you were not expecting. It's like saying, do you remember signing this?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't remember signing. Ask me what I can't deny.
Okay.
Your name, that's your name, that's your signature on this document. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I've answered all those yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I said yes, that's my signature.
At this time, before the council, I'm referring to the first full paragraph, last 3 lines.
Is that any evidence yet?
Oh, sorry. All right. Your Honor, at this time, I'd like to admit into evidence what's been previously marked as Exhibit 6.
You like to look like a Brad Pitt. I know. I move for.
I move for introduction of Exhibit 6 into evidence.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, so admit.
This time, referring to the first full paragraph of the entertainment agreement orientation, was previously been marked as Exhibit 6, last 3 lines. Mr. Rogers, would you mind reading silently along as I read you these last 3 lines? My performance is unique and of my own creation, and the clothes I wear during my performance are of my own choosing, providing only that they shall be within certain guidelines maintained by High Class. Did I read that correctly?
Yeah, but that's not what they, yeah, I think you all want to there.
But did I read that correctly?
We made the record, but that's not what they're.
Thank you. So, now these guidelines. Let's talk about the girls. They needed to look glamorous and flashy.
Yes. Some customers want to attract, they had a lot of customers, that was another one of the investments, but you had a solid and glamorous guy, not every customer wanted that. Some customers wanted a little
Bottoms Up, the dancers that were females, that that it didn't have to be glamorous for them.
So it had to be, you could have been teaching about it. You need to go over that, student.
So, for dancers in general, any clothing item that was glamorous, flashy, had beading or diamond stuff on them.
They had to have that.
No, they had it on them.
Yes.
And that's what made them glamorous. So for the girls, they didn't want solid, plain dresses.
Your company, yeah, you couldn't wear a solid one dress. Even though some girls look really good and really hot in solid dress.
No animal print, nothing like that.
No, that's kind of on the cash side. They make it good.
Well, you bought 10 to 15 outfits for your work at Bottoms Up.
Yeah.
And sometimes you brought in several outfits when you went to work. If you felt an outfit wasn't working for you, you would change it.
Within the guidelines that they require of us.
You saw yourself as a salesperson, selling your look.
Within the guidelines that the company require of us.
But this is how you saw yourself.
Yeah.
Speaking of sales, I just want to talk about a little bit about the money you made at Bottoms Up. Actually, I want to talk about the Bottoms Up points first, the bucks. So, when a customer gave you bucks, you would cash those in at the end of the night.
You can bring the camera over here so you can get,
And you told customers that the club took a percentage off the top. So, just going to money in general, you could make more money by trying to cover as much ground as possible. Go to more customers within the time that you work there.
anyway, some of the customers get tapped out, they run out of cash, and we hire them, we want another guy, another girl.
And you strive, you wanted to make good money at Bottoms Up.
Well, yeah, because Bottoms Up wouldn't pay us a minimum wage, I had to make what I could in tips, because they were denying me kind of the basic American right to get a minimum wage.
Well, you strived to, make good money, because there can never be enough money, right?
Well, when you start with zero, it can't be enough money. I think that's part of the American dream, right, to make as much money as you can.
So there can never be enough money.
There's something wrong with that.
So you did make good money. You did well, Bottoms Up.
What are you talking about? What period? Because sometimes I made nothing.
During your time at Bottoms Up, you made good money. You did well.
Some of the times. Some of the times, I ate well, and there were sometimes I ate nothing.
Thank you. No further questions.
$50 fine.